presentation on what we've found in the past 3 weeks working with Skidmark and trying to solve the initial challenge. So the Skittles solution is to create a semi-structured environment that will retain the current members as well as bring in more customers. We know the main portion of the challenge was to bring in new customers, but obviously we talked to a lot of people down in Skidmark and they said that a fully structured environment isn't something that would appeal to them, so that's why we want to bring some type of structure, because that will not only strengthen this core of customers that you already have, but also bring in new prospective members after you implement this. So there's 4 ways that we're going to implement this: reorganization, branding, marketing, and a management system that we talked about in the solution. So first is reorganization. So this is the main challenge at the top, and the reorganization piece fits into this because we want to optimize the potential of the current space, and we want to rethink the current storage method.
So as you saw in the last presentation, you're seeing more pictures of the current space. And as you can see, there's so much potential for it, and there is so much room. But unfortunately right now, there's just a ton of bikes. And if we actually look at it by the numbers, there's only 45 current members at Skidmark. But there's an average of about 150 bikes that are being stored in the garage right now. And if we average that each member has about 2 bikes and give or take a few more, there's at least 40 bikes that are just sort of sitting there taking up space. That are abandoned and they're not bringing in any revenue. Our solution for this is the Cleveland Cycle Repair and Salvage Company, and they actually will buy those used bikes and parts, and with that money from those 40 bikes, have the opportunity to create more workspaces for those new members.
Okay, so second and third is branding and marketing. We want to make people aware of Skidmark, whether that's rethinking the language used. You talked a lot about how the language you're using right now isn't really getting the point across, so we wanted to hit on that, and then also making it easily accessible for people who do want to become a part of Skidmark.
So part of what we came up with for actually reforming Skidmark into the new company that it has the potential to be is rethinking the language, similar to what Austin was just saying. So here we have a mock ad with the slogan, "We provide it, you fix it." It's the most straightforward way to actually get the meaning across of what the company actually does.
So amongst having some rewording for clarity, it helps people understand, but of course there has to be new people that need that understanding. So that comes to spreading brand awareness. So we found that referral systems are actually a highly beneficial way to utilize the current customer base. And amongst all the different kinds of referral systems, we found direct, tangible, and community to be the most beneficial and resonating with Skidmark Garage. So first, looking at direct referrals. Direct referrals are directed at existing customers, and the main point of them is to incentivize referrals. Essentially, you could have customers refer and receive some kind of discount on their membership. Next is tangible referrals, also directed at existing customers. Tangible referrals' main point is essentially to give the customers something tangible, something they can see. Many companies offer a $100 discount or a $100 gift card that someone can share with their friend and use as well, while Skidmark Garage could offer and implement this by offering some kind of Bring a Friend Day where more people would be exposed to Skidmark Garage without actually having to pay. Lastly is community referrals. Community referrals differ greatly from the previously mentioned referral systems because community referrals are all about creating partnerships with similar organizations. And we found this to be the most beneficial of the 3 because Skidmark Garage, or because you, Brian, are already working with Skidmark Garage and MotoGo, and having these 2 organizations that already have a similar message helps benefit both Skidmark Garage and MotoGo can essentially use cross-functionality and ultimately come to cross-promotion where each company can basically benefit each other in the growth.
Okay, so our third and final solution is management, and this is where the meat of it all comes in. We want to create a team of trusted members because currently, as Reed sort of talked about, Brian, you've got Motogo and you've got Skidmark Garage, and you said that you would only have about 30 hours a week now to work at Skidmark with your other nonprofit that you're working on. So to compensate with that and relieve some stress from you, we want to create a team and delegate work within that team to sort of help out around Skidmark.
So what we really want to focus on is actually creating a sense of duality between Motogo and Skidmark. And first of all, that sort of comes with cross-promotion, repurposing content, and developing a team. So cross-promotion is something that's not something relatively new. A bunch of other companies use it. Here we have Uber and Spotify that actually partner together, and like when you're riding an Uber, you can actually go on Spotify and actually sync up the playlist so you can listen to it while you're in the car. Next, we have repurposing content, which in a survey with over 1,000 companies, all ranging from different ranges of success, around 93.5% of them actually repurpose their content. This statistic here just sort of proves that it's not something that's radically different, and that a bunch of other companies that are really successful actually use this. Lastly, what we want to focus on is developing a team. And this is like the ideal structure of what a team sort of setup would look like. We have the CEO at the top, with different members, preferably members that are currently at Skidmark that actually are there to help out. That way you can delegate work for the different members, whether that be advertising or just like bringing in like new members.
Especially having done interviews at Skidmark Garage, we found that a lot of members don't really want any sort of formal structure. Therefore, we already actually saw some sort of loose structure where some members come in and open up and other members come and close, and then there's the person who comes in on Wednesdays and helps other people out. So we kind of thought maybe just defining those responsibilities a little more would be very beneficial.
Okay, so with all of this in mind, what does the future of Skidmark look like after some of these things we've talked about? Okay, so here, obviously we've seen the pictures all before, but more of this. We really love the way that when you walk in that sort of first garage area where you can see the bikes lined up and the tools in the back. That's really great. After we maximize and optimize this space back here, we'll have more space, more happiness, and just all around more of a community feel when you've got a little bit more organization. Second, the current Skidmark Garage. This is the current advertisement in front of Skidmark Garage. And you've got a lot of different bigger advertisements for probably garages in the surrounding area. So we want to definitely change this to this. Just something very simple, just put it right outside, sort of dominate that fence of advertisement, that's what we're sort of calling it. Just sort of make it known that this is where Skidmark Garage is, just sort of dominate that sort of area. And then lastly, we have create the team. Like we spoke about earlier, you obviously aren't going to have as much time to spend down at Skidmark, so there already are people that you are entrusting to open or close or clean up around the area. Like the man that we went on Tuesday actually came in and opened up the garage for us. Sort of talking, making sure, seeing if a couple members are actually comfortable having a defined role, and then moving forward from there. And